Excuse me. It looks like the doodles know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? I'll give you a second. Because I'm on it. I know what time it is. It is. It's that time. It's the Mystery Box Challenge time for June. So come on in and let's get started. Can you believe it's already the third box for 2025 of the Mystery Box Challenge? These boxes just seem to sneak up on you, sneak up on me anyway. And I just feel like the time in between them goes by so fast, and then before I know it, I've got another box. The Mystery Box Challenge is put on by none other than Courtney over at Creative on the Cheap. She is the brains behind all of the shenanigans that goes on with us creators in each of the Mystery Box Challenges. The host of June's box is none other than that witty Whitney over at Whiskey and Wit. She is the host, so that means she got to choose the items that go in this month's box and the theme. The theme is summertime. The twist is no Dollar Tree boxed items at all, so they don't want anything from Dollar Tree included. So we've got to get the 10 items that Whitney has put on the shopping list that she's helped us with, 2 of which are challenge items that we should wrap up to kind of help with the anticipation of what is in that challenge, because it's always fun to see the reaction of everybody's face when they see those challenge items. And yeah, and then we've got a DIY with those. And so this month I got my box from Lisa K, the Dollar Mom DIY, and I sent my box off to Courtney. And so yeah, Courtney, it is not my fault. You get to blame Whitney for this. That's all I gotta say. It's all Whitney's fault this time. So yeah, I can't wait to see what Lisa has in store for me in this box. Was she nice or was she on the more challenging side? I guess we're gonna see, because Whitney already made this box a bit on the challenging side. So yeah, Bisa just keeps licking me right now. Buddy, come here, say hi. You wanna say hi to everybody? Say hi, everybody. Yeah, you're just licking me. You're just licking me, handsome boy. Yeah, they got shaved down. They have their summer coats on so they can swim. And is that what you're telling me? You want to go swimming? Mom, let me go swimming. So yeah, let's see what Lisa has in store for me this month. Oh, how cute. Look it, she boxed it in this adorable summer box. Oh my goodness, I love this. And it says just chillin' with popsicles, fruit popsicles. I love that. Oh, what a fun box. Alrighty, so here is the list that that Whitney provided us for this month's challenge. And so I'm just gonna start taking things out of the box and we'll go from there. Okay, we have got a ketchup dispenser, and this is for barbecue. And it says just grillin'. Yeah, there were word prompts that Whitney gave, as you can see there. And so, yeah. Okay, wowzers, seriously? Huh. My word, I don't know how I feel about this one. Number 2 was citrus, and this is what she gave me, a Wizard air freshener. And it's tropical citrus. Wowzers. Ooh, that's a rough one. Okay, and then we had item number 3 was ice cream. And so we've got this ice cream bowl with a spoon. Super stinking cute. Oh my goodness, I love that. And then item, oh my word. Number 8 was beach, and there is these mini beach sand toys. Man. For real? Oh my word. Okay, so mini beach sand toys. And then we've got item number 6, which was Popsicle. And so here we have this set of 6 popsicle maker. Okay. Whoa. My word, I think I need to take a deep breath here. My brain feels like it's misfiring right now. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to do with this stuff. Wowzers. Okay. And then we have got item number 4 was vacation. And so she has sent this kit. And it is a summer craft wood decor kit. And it makes those items there. Number 1 was sun. And so she has given me these like trivets, I guess. Are these? Cover, hand wash, do not dry. What is this? It's like a trivet, I think, with a sun on it. And then, what is this here? Oh, is this the card? Yeah, it's the card. She says, hello, Miss Kelly. I hope this box finds you well. Put on your creative cap. Is that this one? Haha. You're going to need it with this box. Yeah, no kidding, Lisa. Whitney is really challenging us this time. See, even she thinks it's Whitney's fault. Enjoy your summer. Heart, Lisa K. Yeah, this is all Whitney's fault. And I tell you, I'm hosting August's box, and I may have to step up my game from what I had planned. Or maybe I won't, and I'll give everybody a break. I'm not sure. Okay, lastly, we have the 2 challenge items. And so let's see what these are. Challenge item, this one here is supposed to be sunglasses. So what do they look like is, really? I was so nice to Courtney when it came to sunglasses. So nice to her. Lisa, you were not so nice to me. These are awful. What? Okay, so sunglasses. Yowza. Okay, and the next one is the second challenge item, which had to be some kind of an outdoor toy. Didn't we already cover that with this? And we've got a water gun. Water shooter. What? So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this has got me stumped. This has got me stumped. This has got me stumped. I think I have an idea for this. And I have no clue for this. I think I have an idea for this. And really, I don't know for this either. And this, you, like what? Like what? I'm gonna need some time. I am. So, this is gonna be a hard one. So I'm gonna stick this stuff on my crafting table. I'm gonna look at it for a few days. I'm gonna touch it, I'm gonna move it around, but more than that, I'm gonna need more than a night or two to sleep on this, because in my sleep, I get my most inspiration and my best ideas come to me then. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will meet you back here in what seems like a flash to you, but this time might go by really fast for me too, because the clock is ticking. Meet you back here in a flash. Okay, we were getting down to the wire with this one. I feel like I'm ready to start creating now. So I'm gonna start off with this item here, the beach item, these mini sand toys. These are super cute. It was screaming tier tray to me, but I'm not gonna go that route. I did head over to Dollar Tree and pick up one of the trays. Now, although the twist said no Dollar Tree boxed items, I think that was just what needed to be sent in the box. So yeah, I need a tray, and this tray is gonna get it done. I also needed a bag of brown sugar, so I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. Now, here is a disclosure ahead of time. I am not saying that these DIYs are DIYs that are going to be kept for years on end. I think these DIYs that I'm making today would make for great party decorations or table centerpieces, but definitely not something that you're gonna be able to hold on to for years to come. That's not the aim. My aim this time was just to get through this box, if I'm being honest. I wanted to add texture to this DIY, and I also wanted to make the sand look wet. So I figured I'd go the route of mixing some Mod Podge in with the brown sugar and see what would happen. Now, this is a total science experiment here. Not sure how it's gonna work. It's not something I've ever done before, but I was hoping that the Mod Podge would dry clear, and that just by mixing it in with the brown sugar, it would give it that wet sand look. I'm gonna say so far so good. Well, since sand toys are made for playing in the sand and building sand castles, that's just what I'm gonna do with them, only with brown sugar. Now for this item here, this was, the word prompt was sun. These are the trivets, and so I figured I needed a beach towel, so why not? This is gonna work for that. This side is a blank canvas, so I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make a beach towel, because why not? Because we can, and that's what we do here. I'm thinking I'm gonna put this down before my brown sugar and Mod Podge mixture dries, because why not? Really keep it in place. Now, the good thing about using brown sugar is brown sugar hardens. It gets hard as a rock when air hits it. And so I knew that I didn't really need to seal these or glue them. Just within a day, it would be hard as a rock. So yeah, my sandcastle isn't gonna fall apart. Now for the citrus, this air freshener. I went ahead and took the label off of it. And you know what? I figured that this would be a great addition to my sandcastles. So I'm gonna give it a good coating with some Mod Podge, and this too is gonna get covered with brown sugar, because why not? It might be a far reach, but you know what? It's the same shape, and I was really kind of stumped on this one. And so I just figured, you know what? I can add some height to my sandcastles, and this will do just that. I did decide to add an umbrella, add a bit more of the dried brown sugar, and I love the way this turned out. Now for these glasses. This one kind of had me stumped, and this is actually one that came to me in my sleep. So I figured, you know what? We're gonna work with what we have. I'm gonna make an inspirational piece, but I needed some of this fast and final spackling. I'm gonna use this to actually fill in the gaps in these glasses to give them a good smooth surface. This is gonna take a day or two to dry, so I set it aside, let it dry. Once it was dry, you can see that it's a bit uneven, but that's nothing that a little bit of sandpaper won't fix. Now, there may or may not be some imperfections in the spackling, but that's okay. It's nothing that a little bit of black paint won't disguise and cover up, giving me a nice blank canvas. And boy, oh boy, is this piece going to be an inspirational piece. I'm kind of excited about this one because it's coming out just as I envisioned it in my head. Well, in my dream. Do you have a floral pick stash? Because I have a floral pick stash. I actually have 3 drawers full of fake flowers in my garage. And so digging through there, these were the ones I was looking for, and these are going to be perfect for this DIY. I made a mini bouquet, and I'm gonna use some twine because, of course, you know, I look for an excuse to incorporate twine into my DIYs. And that twine is going to cover up the stem and give it that rustic farmhouse feel. And I can't forget a twine bow. Of course, where there's twine, there must be a twine bow. I love craft colored paper. I feel like it has that farmhouse feel, so I printed up this inspirational saying. And I wanted to add the look of that burnt paper look on the edges. Now, I'm not telling you you should do this at home. You should probably, if you are gonna do it over a sink, but I don't have a camera there. And so I'm just gonna be really careful and make sure that I don't set my house on fire or my craft room on fire. That is probably really flammable. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and burn up these edges, giving them that nice burnt aged look, because who doesn't love that look? And to these glasses, I'm gonna place this saying on one of the lenses, or the frame, the lens. There is no lens, the spackling lens. And look at how cool that looks with the burnt edges. And so that's gonna go right here, just like so. And on the other side, I am going to put this mini bouquet. And I think that this is just a really fun piece to maybe set on top of a stack of books if you want, maybe some decorative books if you want, or you can just place them in the rocks like I did to take a picture of them. But I love the way this looks. This is such a cute piece. Let's go take a look. Next up, this ketchup bottle for the word prompt barbecue. Now with this one, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with it, so I'm just gonna go with it. And that entails cutting out a hole on the side now. And I'm not saying this is probably the best way of doing it. You can tell in this video that it is full of safety red flags. But I am fully confident that this is not gonna slip out of my hand or the bottle and cut me, or I hope it doesn't. Well, it didn't, but I then had the idea of just painting the bottom half of this bottle white, but as I was doing it, it just looked awful. So I decided to scrap that and just paint the whole bottle white. For the cap, I had cut off the long spout and used more of that spackling just to even out the top and level it out. And with that, again, I'm gonna go in with some black paint and give that cap a good coating of that too. Wowzers, that hole is not even or straight at all. Could it be any worse? I don't think it can be, but you know what? The more imperfect it is, the more perfect, right? This needs a bit of dressing up, so I dug into my, again, flower stash. found these fun summer sunflowers. I think I got these at Dollar Tree a while ago and I loved them, but I never used them. And so yeah, funny how that happens when you buy something and you don't use it. And then someday you find a use for it and you just never knew where it was gonna go when you bought it. I love that. And so yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of these sunflowers to this birdhouse feeder condiment bottle thing. And we're gonna make it look cute and we're gonna make it look like a feeder. Because why not? Because we can. And that's what we do here. This definitely needs some stitching. It's been a minute since I've done a project where I added stitching, but yeah, it's gonna add just the finishing touch that this bird feeder, birdhouse bottle DIY thing needs. For some reason, when I was doing the unboxing, when I edited it, I didn't show the hat. And this was part of the box. It was for the word prompt baseball. Now with this, I just kind of wanted to show you how easily you can make a hat for a fraction of the cost using one of your favorite logos, a brand name logo that would otherwise cost you maybe $45 or $50. If you've got a Cricut and you've got some heat vinyl, you can very easily make your own hat with your favorite logo on it, and it's gonna look just as amazing as if you spent $50 on it, and nobody is gonna be none the wiser. For this next DIY, again, dug into my stash of Dollar Tree plaques and decided to go with this round one. I'm gonna give this kind of that ombre look using yellow, orange, and red. And this is gonna work. Just the colors I was going for. And for this item here, the water shooter, which was the outdoor toy, I think it was, or outdoor fun, I figured this would be a fun way to direct people to where the water fun is in my backyard. Because why not? Because we can. You guessed it, because that's what we do here. Boy, there are a lot of DIYs in this mystery box challenge. Now we've got the popsicle item. I figured since it's popsicles, why not use it for what it's meant to be used for? So I grabbed out my plaster of Paris and figured I'd make some plaster of Paris popsicles, because why not? I'm gonna mix 2 parts plaster of Paris to 1 part ice cold water. Can't forget to oil up the sides, so some cooking spray is gonna get that done. It is about working smarter, not harder here. I have a time or two forgotten to put some oil inside of a mold when using plaster of Paris, and then it just didn't come out. And so yeah, this is kind of one of those steps you don't want to forget. Once you get the plaster in the mold, if you give it a few good taps, it's gonna bring the air bubbles to surface. If you've got some rubbing alcohol, you can go ahead and spray that on the top and it'll help those bubbles dissipate. If not, this will be the outcome. And with a couple good taps, out they will come. When painting these, I didn't fully mix the colors because I wanted it to be uneven, kind of have that swirled, mixed look without it being a swirl, if that makes any sense. I just really kind of liked the uneven look of the paint this way. And so with this, I'm gonna go with a pink, a yellow, and an orange ice cream, soft serve ice cream. And while that paint is wet still, I'm gonna add some sprinkles, because who doesn't have ice cream without sprinkles on it? Now for this DIY wood kit, this crafting kit, summer craft kit. It had a wood base, and so to that wood base, I am going to add 3 ice cream cones. Yeah, and they are real ones. Let's remember I did put a disclosure in saying that these are not long-lasting DIYs. These are DIYs just to get me through this box, being creative, and I feel like they're great for maybe a one-time use. If you're gonna try and store them, you're gonna wanna preserve them or seal them. I don't wanna put that kind of time and effort into it. So yeah, this is just about being creative. And so I've got my 3 ice creams that are dry and ready to go. So yeah, the soft serve is gonna go right inside the cone, as it should. And there were also these little, drink toppers, I guess, that were in this kit. So I went ahead and cut those off and thought that they would be fun little additions to each of the ice cream cones. For this last DIY, the ice cream bowl, I figured I'd keep it simple, stick with the theme of what I had already been going with. Since I have the plaster of Paris out, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this bowl with some plaster of Paris just to give it some weight and fill in some space. This sat overnight. It's the weight of a paperweight. Now going in with some of that Fast and Final spackling, I'm going to put this in a bag, which you probably saw I had it in before, but this is gonna make making the whipped cream topping a lot easier. By cutting a hole in the corner of the bag, you can see that it just kind of makes like a piping bag. And that is a wrap for June's Mystery Box Challenge. Alrighty, so I'm gonna say that that was probably by far one of the hardest boxes that I've ever had to DIY with. And so that goes down in the books. Thank you, Whitney, for that. I'm not feeling like you're so witty anymore. Maybe until I send you a box. But you know what? We had fun doing it. It was a challenge, and that is what this is all about. Courtney has put together a playlist that you can find in the description box below that is very binge-worthy, and it goes in order so it all makes sense. So you'll want to go pop yourself some popcorn this weekend, put your feet up, and watch us creators do what we do best, and that is create and think outside of the box. Don't forget to head on over to Courtney's channel to see what I sent her and what she does with it, how creative she got. And I'm kind of curious what her reaction is to the items and if she's gonna blame me or, or that witty Whitney. I guess we'll see. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you to stay positive. And you might have to dig deep, but I believe in you, because I sure am trying. Bye for now, everybody.